almost a decade later, man, I finally got my hands on this Air Jordan 4. I'm ready to get into the review, so let's talk about it. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Case by Key. Welcome back to my channel today, and today we are back with another amazing video, and we have another highly anticipated Jordan that I couldn't wait to get my hands on, and here we have the Air Jordan 4 white cements. So as you guys know, it's been quite some time since we got this shoe. The last time this shoe released was in 2016, and it is now back here in 2025. This one released on May 24th for a price point of $225. So we have gotten a $5 price increase as opposed to last time when these released in 2016 for $220. Super iconic shoe, man. I love the colorway. I love the history behind this shoe. And not to mention that this is one of the original colorways of the Air Jordan 4s that Michael Jordan wore when he was on the Bulls. And ever since then, that shoe released, this shoe has just been an iconic staple in the sneaker community. And a lot of people will argue you down that this is probably one of the best Air Jordans of all time. Me personally, this Air Jordan 4 is the second favorite on my list as opposed to the Bread 4s, which is number one. Then I'm putting these at number 2, man. I love this shoe. I was super excited when I found out that this shoe was coming back out. I knew for sure I had to get my hands on it. This is probably the one Jordan 4 that I was missing out of my collection that I needed to get my hands on. And once I heard that these was coming out, I had to grab them for sure. Now with this shoe was first introduced to the world in 1989 when it first released. I could say, looking at this shoe off rip, it does look like they tried to go back to that original 1989 look as far as the shape and everything else, as far as the materials like the leather. And I heard a lot of, you know, mixed emotions about this leather quality. Me personally, looking back at the 2016 pair, I could definitely spot some differences within this shoe. Like, for example, like the shape of this shoe. The 2016s was more of that old forward body style that we was used to seeing with the Air Jordan 4s. It was a lot more slimmer. This shoe in particular is a little bit more bigger. You know, they redesigned the whole shape of these for comfort reasons, because you guys know Air Jordan 4s was probably not the most comfortable Jordan. Like, everybody would say, like, what's the most uncomfortable Jordan? And I will always hear 4s, man. That one would kill your pinky toe, man. So I definitely can understand why they redesigned the whole shape with this shoe. And definitely the leather quality, as opposed to the 2016 pairs, the 2016 leather was a lot more plush and softer, as opposed to the leather on these pair is a lot more stiff. It's more of like a thicker cut of leather with these, and I'm not mad at that at all, to be honest. I had no complaints. Even the netting, if you look at some of the netting areas on this Air Jordan 4 as opposed to the 2016 pair, especially like right around in this area or this side of the shoe, it was a lot more wider or longer, I would say. But other than that, I'm not really seeing too many other differences as far as this shoe. The flight patch logo here on the tongue looks pretty much identical. Oh, another thing, as far as the tongue, if you can see like the stitching at the top of the tongue where the cotton is at, this one is a lot more visible as opposed to the 2016 pair. It wasn't really that, but that's just like a small little difference. I am seeing that we do have a little widow's peak down here where the toe box at, where the leather is. We have another widow's peak right here at the top where the netting is, but I'm not sure if the 2016 pair had that. Also, what I am picking up here by holding this shoe is the speckles. If you see the speckles right here on the shoe, all around the shoe, that is texture based. You can feel the speckles pretty much everywhere on the shoe, even on the Nike Air. If you guys can see that there in the camera, even the Nike Air has speckles on it, as opposed to the 2016 pair. The 2016 pair didn't have speckles on the Nike Air. But other than that, this shoe is pretty much spot on. And with this shoe being a white shoe, you definitely want to give this shoe a little bit more protection, man. There's no better way of doing that than using Reshoevn8r sneaker cleaner, man. Make sure you head over to reshoevn8r.com, man. Check out the website. They got pretty much everything you need. As you guys can see here, I have their signature Reshoevn8r laundry shoe cleaning kit combo, man. This comes with pretty much everything down to the bristles, the solution, the rags. It even comes with the laundry bag in case you want to put your sneakers in a washer. So I feel like this is the safest way to do it. Also, make sure y'all don't forget to grab y'all some water and stain repellent, man. This is the best of the best water and stain repellent, man. And this is fast drying. You pretty much use this repellent with any type of materials on any type of sneakers. This will get the job done, and it is also fast drying. So there's no other way to do it than reshoevn8r.com, man. Check out the website. The link will be down in the description below. Make sure you use that discount code key_Von to save at checkout. Now, as far as obtaining this shoe, this was probably one of my easiest cops I've gotten in a while. I hit 5 different raffles on this shoe, man. This shoe was pretty much available everywhere. You had it at Foot Locker, you had it at JD Sports, you had it at Dick's Sporting Goods, Sneaker Politics, DTLR. You had the Sneakers app. You had online everywhere. Even Nordstrom Rack got these. These was just pretty much everywhere. So I knew once I seen the stock numbers for these, I knew it was going to be a lot of pairs for these. So I already knew I didn't have no problems on getting these. But I hit on all my raffles that I put in. I put in 4 or 5 different raffles, and I hit on everyone. Obviously, I only picked up, I think I got 2 pairs of these. I picked up 2 pairs, and that was it. So it was very, very easy to get these. I didn't really see these being that much of an issue. And I know on sneakers, a few people got a dub and a few people took some L's. But I sat on the sneakers app this morning and I watched, and these sat for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes before they was just gone. The sizes started to fly. DTLR was using a waiting room for maybe like 10 minutes the most to get these shoes. And most people that I know took a W. Even my brother, he hit on the sneakers app this morning as well. So this shoe was pretty much around everywhere. I didn't really have no problem on obtaining this shoe at all. But now I want to talk about the shoe itself. So as you guys can see here down for the bottom for the outsole, we do have that nice gray, black, and with a little bit of red midsole here. As you guys can see for right here where the stars at, we have those in gray. But for the most part, the outsole is gray, black with a little bit of red. We do have that Nike Air there in red. Moving up to the rest of the shoe, we do have that exposed air bubble that we have down there. I think that is in white, if I'm not mistaken, white or gray, I can't really tell, but it's one of those colors as well. As you guys can see for the midsole, we do have that nice gray midsole there with the speckles of black there. As far as the upper of the shoe, we do have that nice type of leather material here for the upper of the shoe. And like I said, the leather feels pretty great. It's a lot more stiff as opposed to the 2016 pair, but overall it does feel pretty good. As you guys can see down there, right there where the netting is at, we do have a little bit of a widow's peak there with the netting, and we do have another little widow's peak right here where the toe box is at. Moving up to the upper of this shoe, we do have the netting there in white as well. This did come with standard white laces. For the waffles, we do have some black waffles, as you guys can see there. Also, we do have the nice Nike Air hang tag here in orange as well. I love when they give us these. I just wish they would give us the ones with the little chain on there instead of these, because I do like to put those back on there. This I'm probably just going to cut off and throw in the box or whatever. But moving up to the tongue, we do have that Jordan flight patch there in white and red as well. As far as the inside of the shoe, we do have a white sock liner, and the tongue right there is black, and it does say Air Jordan right there stitched on the tongue as well. As far as the inside of the shoe, we do have a black insole with it says Nike Air in there in the inside, and that is in red, if you guys can see that. Moving to the back of the shoe, we do have that nice gray heel tab right there as well. It's a lot more stiff on this pair, but we do have that Nike Air there in black as well, man. And overall, super pleased with this shoe. I mean, this shoe really pretty much speaks for itself. Not too much to really say about this shoe. It's just super clean shoe, and this is definitely one of the best Air Jordan 4s. Now, as far as the box for these shoes, they did give us our standard Air Jordan 4 box with the Jumpman, the flight logo there down at the bottom. Nothing spectacular about this box. Even if we open it up here, we do have just some regular speckled tissue paper that's in the inside of this. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, it's just a standard Air Jordan 4 box. And as far as the colors for this shoe, we have Summit White and Fire Red. As you guys can see here, I went with a size 9 for this shoe right here. Now, as far as sizing goes for these, guys, I would say these do fit true to size, but I was just very uncertain on how these would fit because of the leather. I was hearing mixed emotions about the leather. So I just kind of played it safe, and I went up a half a size and got a size 9, which I would normally do if I went up a half a size. but these do fit true to size. So I would say if you like that nice, snug, tight fit, go true to size. I mean, you can't really go wrong. Just depends on everybody's preference. If you want a little bit more room in your shoes, I say go up half a size. So let's talk numbers. As far as numbers like the secondary market, so I'm gonna go off StockX prices here. So right now with the size 9 that I have, these are currently going for $260. Now I do anticipate this shoe going up just a little bit more, but not right now because we are still fresh off release date. Even the highest that I'm seeing right now for a size 14 is 270. So probably with taxes, you're probably looking at about 300. Now I do expect this shoe to rise and resell. Maybe not right now, but potentially I do see this shoe definitely climbing up to the 300s later down the line, because this is a shoe that everybody, you know, was talking about, that they wanted to get their hands on. And I do feel like eventually this shoe will definitely climb up in numbers. This shoe did sit for a little bit this morning, but eventually it did sell out. But even out at the stores that I went to pick up my pairs that I won, it was crazy. It was a lot of people out there. So a lot of people definitely wanted this shoe. So I do, in the future, do see this shoe potentially being a $300 to a $350 pair of shoes. I guess only time will tell. Alright guys, so this pretty much brings me to the end of my review for this shoe. As you guys can see, we have another dope, iconic Air Jordan 4, man, that released this year. And we got a lot of heat that's in tune for the rest of this year, man. I can't wait to get my hands on pretty much everything that's coming out and get these reviews out for you guys. But let me know down in the comment section below, where did you guys get your W from? Was this a cop or a drop for you guys? Let me know down in the comment section below, because I am satisfied with my pair. Also, if you are a new subscriber, I thank you for stopping on through, but make sure you stop and hit that subscribe button for your boy. Also, if you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you for coming back to my channel and sticking around and watching this video all the way to the end, because I gladly appreciate that. Also, everybody that's watching this video, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. I would gladly appreciate that. Leave some comments down in the comment section below, man. React to this video. Do whatever you need to do, man. I appreciate that. And guys, also, last but not least, we cannot forget we are still chasing that 1K subscriber count. We are currently at 866 subscribers, man. So we almost there, man. I'm telling y'all, we almost there, man. I appreciate everyone who supports your boy, because this means so much to me, man. I really appreciate that. We still got a little bit more work to do, so we're gonna keep working until we hit that goal, man. So I appreciate everybody, because without you guys, none of this would be possible whatsoever. And without God himself, none of this would be possible whatsoever, man. So I always give a huge thank you to you guys at the end of each videos. But it's your boy Kicks by Key. I appreciate y'all for sticking around. Appreciate all the support. I love y'all, man. Stay safe out there, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. Peace.